Yeah, thanks for joining us. Nice to meet you. Why don't you just start by giving our viewers an idea of who you are and what your credit union does and who you serve?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Janelle Herrera, the VP of Marketing and Business Development at OnTap Credit Union based in Golden, Colorado. Our credit union was formed in the basement of Coors, the brewery, and a few years ago we changed our name to OnTap. And really, our credit union's purpose is about making banking unintimidating. So it's not about the beer, it's really about the comfort you get if you go into your local tap room. And we just want banking and finances to be as comfortable as that.
And this might be sort of an obvious answer, but why is that important to the credit union that it's not intimidating?
Yeah, well, because money's stressful.
Yeah.
And unless the members are willing to feel comfortable, they may not be able to articulate their financial journey, their financial dreams. But when they're comfortable and they don't feel like they're, sitting behind or sitting in front of someone with a stuffy suit and being judged, it's that judgment-free feeling, and they're going to be more open, and we'll be better able to assist them with their goals. Yeah.
So your session today was titled "You Can't Eat Clicks."
Can't do clicks.
How would you just boil down what you mean by that?
Yeah, so in digital marketing, we often look at clicks as a metric, but that's really a vanity metric. People can click all day long, but if they don't convert, whatever the action is you're hoping they do, then it's just a number that doesn't mean anything, and it doesn't help your bottom line. And if it doesn't help your bottom line as a credit union, you ultimately then can't give back to the membership because you haven't made profits to give them.
So you went pretty in depth in there. We don't really have the format for that here, but how would you explain kind of the goals of the digital marketing campaigns you talked about and the takeaways?
Yeah, so I guess if I had to boil it down to a few things. One, a lot of times when people start campaigns, they start at the top of the funnel and they just think about awareness, especially marketers. We're like, ooh, what's the pretty picture going to be?
Yeah.
You really have to start at the bottom, the conversion, the loyalty, the repeat, and build that campaign backwards so that you have the full journey and that you're not stopping short. The other thing we really highlight is help first, sell second. So really providing that helpful content to the members so that it isn't about the sale, it's first building their trust with you over time. And then the last thing is probably capture leads throughout. So I made sure like every one of our campaigns had a quiz or some sort of interaction where you could capture someone so that you could go back and help them.
Sure, okay. Yeah, I was going to ask that, the importance of kind of starting the conversation.
Yeah.
Is that something you try to do with everything?
I mean, we try with everything just to, or at least build some trust or, we're their financial guide. So even if they don't call us the first time, having a auto buying guide you can download or a mortgage guide or some sort of helpful content, blogs, things like that. It just builds that relationship so that they're going to come back when they are ready, because that consideration stage can be a long time for people.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you're top of mind once they move from consideration to actual purchase.
And then I guess your credit union has a fairly defined brand as being a brewery. How would you suggest other credit unions kind of form a brand or stick to what they do well?
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky because we do have a brand, but, beer can actually be polarizing.
Sure.
And so there have been a lot of discussions about, should we change this? Does it make sense? But this is who we are as a credit union, and that is our core. So really understanding your purpose, your why as a credit union, and we really were formed to give uniforms basically to brewery employees because they couldn't afford. And so I think every credit union should look at what is their why, who are they, and develop their brand.